This is a website, CMS training. So I'm going to give you an overview of how to edit your Shulcloud website, how to add menu items to the navigation, how to add pictures, how to add slideshow, that kind of thing. So the first thing is you want to log into your site.
You're just gonna have to watch for mine. I have to text everybody else. I think they thought it was
And make sure that you see in the upper left corner the word start editing. If you don't see start editing, that means you don't have the permission to edit the website, the CMS permission. And so you need to ask whoever is the admin on the account to change your permission so that you have that ability. When you click start editing, the main thing here that you should pay attention to first is the setup logo. So if you want to add your logo to your site, you click there, and then you just choose the file from your computer and upload it here. You can also upload a statement logo here. You can upload a favicon, and use the Apple bookmark, but mostly you would just use this for your favicon and your congregation logo. Now, if I go here to start editing, you can see up here that you can see after I click start editing, if I start scrolling down the page, all of these blue options show up here. So you can edit each of the sections on your page. So to edit a section, you just click edit section, and then an editor pops up, just like a regular WYSIWYG editor. So you can just click in the sections and start changing. Just like you would with any editor. If you want to add a new picture, I just click on image and browse server. And if the picture is already on your server, you just double click on it. If not, then you would click the three buttons up here and click upload files, and then just get the file from your own computer. And then upload it to your site, and then double click on it. It'll ask you what size you like to embed. And you also have the option of even further tweaking the size, the spacing, and the alignment. And then you would just put it there, and then don't forget you could click save section here, or you could click save right here. And then you can move, as you see here, it says move, so you can move sections up and down to change the order. You can delete the section, you can clone the section. And then if you want to add a section, you just click add. It's going to ask you about how many columns you want, and all of this will depend on the template that you choose. Some templates only have home pages that will allow full width. Some will allow multiple columns. You can also upload a background image for the background of the section if you want to. So there, I can add this section. Then I can click to add a title. And then, of course, I can just add text here. Now, when you're editing the footer, when you scroll down, when you get to the footer, It's slightly different because the footer editor is all the way to the left. So you need to click on edit footer over here, and then you can add text to the footer. Same way, it's just in a different area. Any questions so far about editing the homepage? So if you want to change or add to the navigation at the top of your site, there's many ways to get to that. You can get to it from setup navigation. You can get to it from the admin menu where it says navigation, and you can also get to it from CMS pages. So it's in a lot of places. So right now, we'll just click setup navigation. And it takes you to this page that says, which navigation do you want to edit? Main, top links, or mobile? So all of the sites have main navigation. Some templates have top links, some don't. So we'll just be going over main navigation here because top links would be the same. So it takes you to this page. And you can see here all the navigation menus, the menu items that were on the home page. And then the ones that, like under my account, you can see these are indented. And so those are underneath my account when you click on my account on the home page. So if you want to add a new menu item, you could just click the plus sign and it'll add it down here to the bottom. And then you just click the pencil to edit that. And then you can find the page that you want to link to. So pages are going to be all the regular content pages that you've added to your site. So you can choose any content page to link to. But you can also link to a lot of other things. For instance, blogs or events or forms or a photo gallery. Or if you go here to special, you can link directly to a payment page or directly to the calendar. So linking all depends on exactly where you want your navigation menu to go. Redirect is when you make a page, you can, and I'll show this to you when we make an internal page, you can set the page as a redirect. So for instance, if you wanted your menu item to say local federation, and then somebody clicks on it and it takes them out to the local federation's website, you can do that by creating a page called the redirect and then choosing that page here. So for right now, we'll just make it a regular page and we'll say that it's a board of directors. And then we'll click save. Now it's down here and you can drag and drop these menu items. So if I want it higher up, I can just bring it up here and drag it and drop. And then if I ever want to delete one, I just click the trash can. And if you want something to be underneath, let's say I want this visitors underneath board of directors, then I just drag it and drop it over. And Shulcloud has 3 levels of the navigation, so up to 3 levels. Don't forget though to click this blue save button up in the right corner. Otherwise the work won't be saved. So I'll click that. And then I go back to the home page, and now you can see board of directors and you can see visitors, which I dragged underneath it. So if I go to board of directors, it'll take me to the board of directors page. Any questions about that? So now I'm going to go to the CMS pages. So if I go to the admin menu and CMS pages, that's where all your content lives. So all your different pages about school, religious services, special things that are happening, all of them would be in this area. And if you have, dozens of pages of content, you have a search box here that allows you to search for what you're looking for if you want to edit something. So if I want to edit I can edit the settings of the page, or I can edit the page itself. So if I want to edit the page itself, I would click View and Edit Page. And that just takes me to an internal page. And again, I click the button that says Start Editing. And it's the same as the home page. I would just edit this page in the same exact way. Now, if I go to Edit Page Options, that's where you edit the settings of the page itself. So I can change the title of the page or the URL of the page. I can add a slider to the top of the page. So right now, I've got the COVID-19 message as a slider at the top of this page. I'm going to change it to no slider. I can make the page visible to the public, to logged in people only, or to administrators only. And then I can further permission the page by using tags. So for instance, I could make it logged in people only, and then maybe I have a tag called board. And then anybody with the board tag would be able to see this page. And those would be the only people that could see the page. You can have a unique sidebar on the site, on this page as well. So if, let's say you have a religious school page and you want the sidebar to have like a religious school calendar or the religious school special events, you don't want it to show up on the rest of the site, then you would choose unique sidebar for this site, and you would manually make all the sidebars for this page. You can make this page type regular, or it could be a blog, or as I said earlier, it could be a redirect. So if you want it to be a redirect, you click this, and then you put the web address here where you want this page to actually redirect. And you can publish it, or you could keep it as a draft. And you could also add public share buttons on it. So I'll just click Save. And now you can see the banner image that I had there is gone. So you can have internal pages with banner images or without. And you can add as many images as you want, which I'll show you in a minute how to do that. The other thing I wanted to show you too was in the editor, one of the options is to insert widget. So Shulcloud has a lot of different widgets, which are basically auto feeds into your page. So you can get auto feeds of upcoming events, of calendar lists, of Facebook, of YouTube, of let's see, there's a life cycles list. There's all kinds of different, a photo gallery. There's all kinds of different things. So what I usually recommend to people is to just create a blank page and then start adding widgets and then see what they do and what information they bring in, and see which ones you think would be beneficial to your site and your community. Because there's so many of them, it's best to just kind of try them out and see see, and with the calendar, I mean, they go over this in the calendar training. You know, you're able to add specific calendars to a page through the widget. So for instance, you could have a calendar feed in the sidebar just for religious school. And speaking of calendar, your calendar on your website lives at the address, whatever your Shulcloud URL is /calendar. And then the settings for that are in the admin menu settings area. And that's all, again, specifically gone over at the calendar and events training. Now, if I go back to CMS pages, you can see up here, it says new page, or again, set up navigation or set up sliders. If I click new page, it's just gonna take me to that settings page that we went through. And so you fill this out and click add page, and then you just have a new page. Now, set up sliders. So here, you can see that here's your home page slideshow. So if I edit this slideshow, you'll see I have each slide here has its own space for its own picture and its own text overlay. And you can have as many slides as you want in the slideshow. And you can see here, you can add your picture, you can add a title and a description. You don't have to have titles and descriptions on slides, but if you want to, you can. And you can also link the text that's on the slide, or you can also make the entire slide clickable as well. There's also the option to hide the slide. So let's say it's a seasonal slide, like has to do with high holidays, and you want to use it every year, and you don't want to just delete it and put it back. So you can just hide it from the slideshow and then unhide it when the time comes that you want to use it again. You want to make sure that you use the style up here called full width responsive, because that allows the slide in the slideshow to size correctly for both desktop and mobile.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So if we just want like a big hero image on like our homepage or whatever page, we would basically just set up a slider just with one image in it?
Correct.
Okay.
And then if you want a slide on an internal page, right? So the home page one, I have 5. I could have 1. But if I want just an internal individual image on a page, then you just create a new slide and just put 1 in it, right? So I would just put banner image and look responsive, and then I would just grab a picture, select the image, create. Well, now it says banner image here. And if let's say went back to the board of directors page, and click start editing, edit page options, then I could go to header slider and pick the banner image, save. And now I have a banner image on my internal page that I added.
Tina, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that the sliders can either be one photo or it can be a slideshow within the slider? Am I getting that right?
That's correct. Right. Right. So exactly. Right. So this could be I don't
And
know.
a slider can be on any page or just the home page?
No, it could be on any page.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Why that's not working. Yeah, it should be showing as a slideshow. I don't know why it's not, but it should be. Right. So like, let's say if I go to, let's say a client site, that I know has a slideshow. Right. So you can have a slideshow, or I don't know if they have an internal, or like as I showed, right, you can have just a static internal image. Just one image. One of the widgets allows you to add a second or third slideshow in the body of the page. So you can have little extra slideshows as well. In order to edit the sidebar, you edit exactly the same way you would edit the middle of the page, and add sections to the sidebar the same way you would add sections to the page as well. You can see this is one of the widgets that's been added. You can, lots of people ask about embedding videos. So the way that you would embed a video, you would click edit section, and you would go to the these two little bars of source code, view source, two little arrows. And then you would paste the code, but paste the embed code into this area and click OK, and then save. And then your video would be embedded like this from YouTube or something. Just need to grab this, the iframe code. So what other questions do you have?
I have a question, Tina. I'm pretty sure we were told to ask for this class to add a on the main page to add a new user register now button and have it linked to whatever they need to fill out and send to an admin.
New user register now button.
So like if you were on your home page, the in the training that we saw, you know, up, you're right, where it says like Temple Shalom right now, on the right hand side there was like a gray button, and the words were just new user register now, and it was something that, you know, someone visiting the site could click, and it would take them to a registration page where then that information would come to the administrators.
Well, so so if I sign out and then I click like a new user, I'm trying to think how so you
Someone who's not currently a member but just sees our website and wants to either become a member or just become someone who is on our listserv.
So what do you want them to, when they click on the button, what do you want them to see?
We didn't get that far in that particular training. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they said bring it up in this training, but it's just, so say someone in our community new to the area, they see our website and they want to get more information from us,
So,
either be a new member.
Like a contact us.
Yeah, right.
Like here, contact us.
Well, they also said there was some kind of already existing form, that it was like already a default page somewhere, but you just need to find the button.
So that's what this is. So if I go back to the home page, let me log in again. and I go to start editing and I click on setup navigation. I can click on the main navigation. And if I go down to contact us and I edit it, right now, this is using a special contact us form that I specially made for this. But you could also click on special and, oh, I thought there was a contact. I don't see a contact form here. So I made a contact us form. So I don't know that they're, hold on, let me check another site. I'm not sure that they're, I know of that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't see a built-in contact us form. I'm not sure what they were referring to.
Okay.
Maybe it's in some sites and not others. Let me try one other thing. Let me try a basic template and see, because I'm using one that's customized.
That's okay. I don't mean to
Yeah,
take
I
time
don't
away
see
from the
it.
group. I can
I
follow
don't.
up in office hours maybe.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know of such a thing. I went to forms, and so what I did was I went to forms, and I just made a simple contact us form. And then in the navigation, one of the options is forms, and I just picked this form. So that's what I would suggest.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else have questions?
If we change our template, that wouldn't affect all of the pages that have been built. They would just kind of like transfer over. I mean, there might be subtle adjustments, but that's not going to like delete everything, correct?
No, it won't delete anything. It just changes the, I mean, it just changes the way things look. Although if one template has something that the other one doesn't have, and it could get lost.
Fair. And I'm doing the setup for the Bonnet Shalom website.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making all the changes and adjustments on the boulderbonnetshalom.shulcloud.com one. And then once we do the transition, that'll just go over to our domain, correct?
So when you switch your domain, then the new site will become live, and the old site will go away. Mm-hmm. Right. Other questions? Okay. if you, we do offer website packages for a few things. Let me just end with a few things. So first of all, if you click on settings and you click on advanced CSS override, you do have access to the CSS if you know code, which would allow you to change colors and backgrounds and things. But you can see here we have a warning message that says it should only be done by individuals with CSS expertise and that we don't support anything done in this area. So either you or someone you hire could, affect the design of the template if you're interested in that. If you want a design package, we offer that as well. And if you need, customizations of any kind, we do, offer that for, you would get a quote on it. And you can click on the question mark here, website customizations, and you can fill out the form, and then we would give you a quote. So if you need any of those things, I would just fill out the form.
Dina, is this lesson going to be on the webinar?
Is it going to be, I'm recording it if you want a recording of it.
Yes, because I didn't realize that it was an hour earlier and I came in the middle, and then my Wi-Fi, started acting on me, so I didn't get too much of the session.
Okay, well, if you could email me after at dlondon@shulware.com, and
Okay.
just email me so that I know who you are and your email, and then I will get you a link to it.
Okay, Dina, I'm introducing myself. I'm Batya Bromberg.
Hi. Yes, hi, Batya.
Hi.
Okay, all right. You don't have to send it to me then. I know who you are.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, I had one other question. Is there a photo editing system in there, or would we have to do all that before we upload it?
No, you'd have to do that yourself. Yeah.
And then for the sliders, is there a way we can adjust the height on them?
Not really.
Okay.
No, you only if you're in design, only custom. It is possible in the code to do it, but
yeah,
you
no,
can't.
and I know where. I'm just curious if there's a way that we can just kind of, because I like the big hero images on home pages, but then kind of banners on internal pages. So I'll take away
I
that.
might be able to do it in the CSS, but you need to know CSS.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. If you do think of something, you can definitely go to open office hours and ask. Otherwise, take good care and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Dina. Thank you.
Shalom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.